Hello, my dear friends. I'm so glad you've joined me today. What if I told you that just by eating one simple creamy food before you go to bed tonight, you could begin to reverse the hidden muscle decay that leads to devastating falls and the loss of your independence, and literally start rebuilding your strength and stability while you sleep? Starting this very night? I know that sounds almost too simple to be true, perhaps even a little outrageous. But my name is Dr. Michael Smith. For over 30 years, I've been a doctor specializing in the health and vitality of our senior community. I've sat with thousands of wonderful people, listened to their stories, and helped them navigate the changes that come with time. And I'm here to tell you, that feeling of taking just a little more effort to get out of a chair, that slight, unnerving wobble in your step that you try to ignore, you're not imagining it. But please, hear me on this. It is not an inevitable sentence that comes with getting older. There is a silent process happening deep inside your body. It's a hidden thief that medical experts call sarcopenia, and it is actively, stealthily, stealing your precious muscle mass, ounce by ounce, especially during the 8 hours you're asleep. And here's the frightening truth that so many doctors fail to explain properly. This gradual, creeping muscle loss is the #1 reason for the devastating falls that can change a life in an instant. It's the primary driver behind the loss of your precious independence, and it is the single biggest factor that can lead to an unwanted, premature admission to a nursing home. Many of us think that a walk during the day is enough to keep us strong, but we are overlooking the most critical 8-hour window of opportunity we have every single day, the time you spend in bed. The common enemy here is not your age. The enemy is the dangerous myth that you are helpless against this decline. The enemy is the misinformation that tells you weakness is just a part of it. What you do, or fail to do, right before you lay your head on the pillow can either accelerate this muscle decay, or it can become your most powerful tool to reverse it. Before we begin, and if you believe in taking an active role in your own health story, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell icon. You won't want to miss the life-changing health tips we share here every single week. Today, we will uncover a simple, science-backed ritual to command your body to stop your muscles from disappearing, and we'll reveal a total of 7 muscle-saving foods and nutrients that will give you stronger legs, better balance, and the unshakable confidence to stay active, engaged, and independent for years to come. And the best part? This condition is completely preventable and treatable. The solutions are simple, they are powerful, and many are likely already in your kitchen. Let's dive into our 7 secrets to stop muscle loss and build a rock-solid foundation of strength. Secret number 1. The protein powerhouse. You're probably eating wrong. Greek yogurt. Now, many of you probably have Greek yogurt in your fridge, and that's fantastic. But as your doctor, I need to tell you that how and when you eat it makes all the difference between wasting its potential and unlocking its true power. Let me tell you about Eleanor, a lovely 72-year-old patient of mine. She told me, her voice full of frustration, "Dr. Smith, I eat yogurt with fruit on the bottom every single day for breakfast. I thought I was doing everything right, but I still need to use my hands to push myself up from the dining room table like an old lady. I feel so weak." Here's the strange truth I explained to her. As we age, our bodies develop something called anabolic resistance. Think of it like this. Your muscle-building machinery, which was once a brand new factory, has gotten a little rusty, and the workers have become a bit hard of hearing. You have to speak louder and give them higher quality instructions to get them to work. In other words, We need more high-quality protein to get the same muscle-building effect we did when we were younger. And Greek yogurt is exceptionally rich in a specific amino acid called leucine. What no one's telling you is that leucine isn't just another building block. It's the foreman on the construction site. It's the ignition key for your muscle-building engine. Your body can have a truckload of bricks and lumber, the other amino acids. But without enough leucine to turn the key and shout the orders, that construction crew won't build anything. Leucine directly activates the process called muscle protein synthesis, your body's command to repair and build new muscle. What does this mean for your life? It is the difference between getting up from the couch with ease to answer the door and struggling. It's having the power in your legs to walk up a flight of stairs without grabbing the handrail, feeling your heart pound in your chest. It is the very foundation of your physical independence. Here's my prescription. Aim for a single serving of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. The flavored fruit-on-the-bottom varieties that Eleanor was eating are often loaded with sugar, which fuels inflammation and works directly against your goals. If you need sweetness, add a handful of fresh berries. Have it for breakfast or as a midday snack to fuel the day's activities. But protein isn't the only piece of the puzzle. There's a silent fire attacking your muscles that protein alone can't fight. Secret Tusker 2. Deploying the anti-inflammatory shield. Wild-caught salmon. One of the biggest, most insidious threats to your muscle health is a condition called chronic low-grade inflammation. Think of it as a low, smoldering fire that's always burning inside your body. It doesn't have a big flame, but it generates constant heat and smoke, damaging everything it touches. This internal fire acts like your body's demolition crew, constantly sending signals to break down healthy muscle tissue. Worse yet, it makes your muscles resistant to the very protein you're eating. That leucine from your Greek yogurt can't do its job if the worksite is on fire. I had a patient, Robert, a 78-year-old retired mailman. He told me, "Doctor, I wake up so stiff. My knees, my ankles. It takes me a good 10 minutes to feel like I can walk properly. I used to love my morning walks. Now I dread them." That stiffness, that ache, that was the smoldering fire of inflammation. So how do we put out this fire? We need a bodyguard for our muscles, and that bodyguard comes in the form of omega-3 fatty acids, found in abundance in fatty fish like wild-caught salmon. These powerful fats, particularly EPA and DHA, are nature's most potent internal fire extinguishers. They calm that smoldering heat, protecting your muscle cells from damage. Compelling research from leading institutions like the Washington University School of Medicine has shown that older adults with higher omega-3 levels have enhanced muscle growth and strength, precisely because they've tamed that destructive inflammation. The real-world benefit is profound. It means waking up with less stiffness and pain. It means better blood flow to your legs so they don't get tired as quickly during your daily walk. For Robert, it meant looking forward to his morning walks again. My clinical advice is this: aim for at least 2 3 to 4 ounce servings of fatty fish like salmon each week. And I must stress the importance of choosing wild-caught whenever possible. Farmed salmon is often raised on a diet that makes it higher in inflammatory omega-6 fats, which can actually add fuel to the fire. If you're still with me, and if this information is resonating with you, please let me know by typing a simple 1 in the comments below. It truly helps me know that we're on the right track together. Thank you. Secret number 3. The forgotten muscle fuel. Creatine. When I say the word creatine, many of you might picture a young, muscle-bound bodybuilder at the gym. I want you to erase that image from your mind. For seniors, Creatine is not about building massive biceps. It's about preserving your power, your stability, and your independence. In my professional opinion, it is one of the most studied, safest, and most effective supplements for older adults. Here's the simple science. Every time you stand up from a chair, catch yourself from stumbling, or lift a bag of groceries, your muscles require a burst of immediate energy. That energy comes from a molecule called ATP. The problem is, your muscles only store enough ATP for a few seconds of intense effort. Creatine acts like a rapid recharging station for your ATP. It instantly donates a molecule that regenerates your ATP supply, allowing your muscles to fire with more power and for longer. Think of it as upgrading your body's battery pack from a standard, disposable one to a high-capacity, rechargeable power bank. A patient named Carol, 81, told me a story that still gives me chills. She tripped on a rug in her hallway while carrying a basket of laundry. She said, "Doctor, for a split second, I felt myself going down. But then something in my legs just fired. I caught myself. My heart was pounding, but I wasn't on the floor." That split-second power to prevent a fall is truly priceless, and it's what creatine helps to preserve. Research from top universities like McMaster University in Canada has consistently shown that creatine supplementation in older adults significantly increases leg strength and functional performance. For application, it's incredibly simple. The most proven form is creatine monohydrate. A daily dose of 3 to 5 grams, about a teaspoon, mixed into a glass of water is all you need. It's tasteless, affordable, and safe for most people. As with any new supplement, it's always wise to have a quick chat with your own doctor first, especially if you have pre-existing kidney conditions. Secret number 4. The circulation booster. Spinach. Popeye was onto something, but maybe not for the reason he thought. While spinach has some iron, its real superpower for senior health lies in its high concentration of dietary nitrates. Now, don't confuse these with the unhealthy nitrates found in processed meats. The nitrates in vegetables like spinach and beets are incredibly beneficial. When you eat them, your body converts them into a miracle molecule called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a master regulator for your blood vessels. It sends a signal to the smooth muscle in your artery walls, telling them to relax and widen. It's like turning a narrow country lane into a wide-open highway. Why is this so critical for your legs? Wider blood vessels mean more blood flow. More blood flow means more oxygen, and more nutrients can be delivered directly to your hard-working leg muscles. This improved circulation fights off fatigue, allowing you to walk further before your legs start to feel heavy or ache. It's like upgrading the fuel lines to your body's engine. A study in the Journals of Gerontology found that a diet rich in nitrates improved muscle power and walking speed in older adults. The tangible benefit you'll feel is a new sense of endurance. You might notice you can make it through the entire grocery store without needing to lean on your cart for support. Your legs might just feel lighter and more energetic. Here's my simple advice. Don't overthink it. Add a large handful of fresh spinach to your daily salad, blend it into a smoothie, or lightly sauté it as a side dish for dinner. Avoid boiling it for long periods, as that can cause the beneficial nitrates to leach out into the water. Secret number 5. Identify and remove the hidden saboteur. Refined carbohydrates and sugar. What you remove from your diet can be just as, if not more, important than what you add. I'm talking about the white bread you use for your sandwich, the crackers you snack on, the cookies you have with your tea, and the sugary sodas you might think are a harmless treat. In my practice, I see these foods as some of the biggest obstacles to healthy aging. They are silent enemies of your muscles. Here's the damaging mechanism. When you consume these simple sugars and refined flours, they cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar. Your body responds by releasing a flood of insulin to manage it. Over time, this constant barrage of sugar and insulin can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your muscle cells essentially put on earmuffs and become numb to insulin signals. Why does that matter? Because insulin is the key that unlocks the door to your muscle cells, allowing them to absorb the glucose they need for energy and the amino acids they need for repair. When that door is locked shut due to insulin resistance, your muscles are literally being starved of fuel and building blocks, even if you're eating enough protein. It's like having a delivery truck full of supplies parked outside a locked warehouse. Furthermore, this high-sugar environment promotes that same low-grade inflammation we talked about, creating a toxic, muscle-wasting state in your body. The difference you will feel when you remove these is not subtle. Within weeks, you'll notice more stable energy levels. No more mid-afternoon crash. You'll experience less brain fog. Most importantly, you'll be creating an internal environment where your muscles are primed and ready to absorb nutrients and grow stronger. The solution is a simple swap. Replace white bread with 100% whole grain. Swap white potatoes for nutrient-dense sweet potatoes. Instead of cookies, reach for a handful of almonds. Secret number 6. Embrace the bone and muscle duo. Vitamin D and vitamin K2. We simply cannot talk about muscle strength without also talking about the bones they're anchored to. The two systems are completely interconnected. You can have the strongest muscles in the world, but if the bones they pull on are weak and brittle, you're setting yourself up for a catastrophic fracture. This is where the perfect partnership of vitamin D and vitamin K2 comes into play. Most of you have heard of vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Its role in helping your body absorb calcium is well known. But here's the part of the story that is often missed. Groundbreaking research has shown that vitamin D receptors are present directly on our muscle tissue. This means vitamin D plays a direct role in muscle function and strength. Low levels of vitamin D are consistently linked in major studies to a significantly higher risk of falls, not just because of weak bones, but because of poor muscle function and impaired balance. But vitamin D can't do its job properly without its partner, vitamin K2. Think of vitamin D as the hero that brings calcium into the body. But vitamin K2 is the traffic cop that tells that calcium where to go. Vitamin K2 activates proteins that direct calcium into your bones and teeth where it belongs, and, crucially, keeps it out of your arteries and soft tissues where it can cause dangerous calcification and stiffness. They work as a team. You need both for the system to work. The real-world benefit of optimizing this duo is a dramatic reduction in your risk of falls and fractures, the two events that most often rob seniors of their independence. My recommendation is threefold. First, get sensible sun exposure. Second, eat foods rich in these nutrients, fatty fish and egg yolks for D3, and fermented foods like natto or certain high-quality cheeses for K2. But for most seniors in most climates, supplementation is necessary. Look for a supplement that combines vitamin D3 with vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form. And most importantly, ask your doctor for a simple blood test to check your vitamin D levels. Don't guess, test. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. The number one secret. The simple thing you can do right before bed to stop your muscles from disappearing while you sleep. Secret 7. The nightly muscle rebuilding ritual. Cottage cheese. The one game-changing ritual you can do right before bed to stop your muscles from disappearing is not some expensive, hard-to-find supplement. It's humble, it's affordable, and it's incredibly effective. The answer is cottage cheese. I know what some of you might be thinking. Cottage cheese? That old-fashioned diet food. But I want you to listen very closely, because the science here is what truly matters, and it is elegant in its simplicity. Cottage cheese is packed with a unique type of protein called casein. Throughout the day, you might have fast-digesting proteins like whey from a smoothie or protein from chicken. That's great for immediate use. But casein is different. It's a slow-digesting protein. When it hits your stomach, it forms a gel-like substance, which means your body breaks it down and absorbs it very, very slowly. This creates what researchers call a trickle-feed effect. Imagine you have a precious garden, your muscles. A fast protein is like dumping a bucket of water on it once. A lot runs off and is wasted. Casein is like installing a slow-drip irrigation system that waters the garden steadily, all night long. It provides a slow, steady release of muscle-building amino acids into your bloodstream over a period of 7 to 8 hours. This is the magic. During the night, your body enters a state that is naturally catabolic, meaning it starts to break down muscle tissue for energy. But by consuming casein protein before bed, you flip the script. You provide your body with the exact fuel it needs to stay in an anabolic or muscle-building state all night long. You're literally feeding your muscles while you sleep, preventing them from being cannibalized for fuel. Landmark research from Maastricht University in the Netherlands, published in the Journal of Nutrition, confirmed that consuming casein protein before sleep significantly boosts muscle protein synthesis overnight, leading to greater gains in muscle mass and strength. You're turning your sleep from a time of muscle loss into a time of muscle renewal. Here is my precise prescription. Eat about half a cup of low-fat, plain cottage cheese about 30 to 60 minutes before you go to sleep. If you want to add a little flavor, a few berries for antioxidants is a great choice. It's a simple, powerful, and scientifically proven strategy. Before you head out, if this video has empowered you with knowledge or given you a sense of hope, please do me a small favor and tap the like button. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Your support allows us to reach and help more people just like you. So there you have it. From the slow-release power of cottage cheese at night, to the anti-inflammatory shield of salmon, the energy boost from creatine, and the vital support from vitamins D and K2. We've just uncovered a powerful, science-backed toolkit to fight back against muscle loss. It's not about one magic bullet, but about a series of small, intelligent choices that, when combined, build a resilient foundation of strength for your body. Your journey to stronger, more reliable legs starts tonight. I want you to take one small step. Try that half a cup of cottage cheese before bed. Tomorrow, make a conscious choice to add a handful of spinach to your lunch. These aren't drastic, overwhelming changes. They are simple, achievable steps toward protecting your freedom. Please, the next time you see your doctor, be your own best advocate. Ask them about testing your vitamin D levels. Ask if a creatine supplement is right for you. Take control of your health. Remember, aging is a fact of life, but losing your strength and your independence is not a requirement. Every meal is an opportunity to invest in a stronger, more vibrant you. Please share this video with a friend or a family member who needs to hear this message. We are a community here, dedicated to thriving in our golden years. Thank you for watching. And here's to your strength and to your health.